and welcome to today's Grace's Dreams workshop. In today's workshop, we're going to make our very own bunny puppets. Hello! If you would like to make your very own bunny puppets, what you will need is one piece of A4 paper, one glue, one pair of scissors, one lolly stick, and as many colours as you want. So while we're waiting for your play specialist to get that, we will start on today's story. Bye! Clara, the Cookie Fairy. Once there was 3 fairy scouts, Clara, Cat and Jan, who lived upon a mountain in a fairy camper van. They sold special cookies, a fairy scout tradition, to buy the things they needed for their camping expeditions. Clara's wand made cookies, tasty, crisp and sweet, and Cat's made pretty boxes to keep them nice and neat. Last of all, Jan's wand made a special fairy bow. With every cookie baked and boxed, the friends were good to go. Then one summer's evening, they were driving out to dine when Clara's eyes was caught by a giant roadside sign. Mighty Mega Wands make cookies with chocolate chips. Clara said, "I want one now. I can't let this chance slip." Clara picked the biggest wand and stood in line to pay. Her old one looked too boring, so she threw it right away into the rubbish. But Clara wasn't careful and her wand was a little brittle. She whooshed and swooshed it way too much and it snapped right in the middle. Oh no! The fairies tried to fix the wand with string and tape and glue, but not one thing would make it work. Now what could they do? Cat said, "Only one thing will put us back on track. We must find the fairy dust cart and get your old wand back." The fairies drove across the land, searching high and low, till Jan saw a scrapyard in a meadow down below. "That's the truck," cried Jan, and she gave a little cheer. "Let's fly down and look around. Your wand just might be here." Unwanted wands were everywhere. The place was overrun. Lots looked just like Clara's, so they tried them one by one. The friends spent many hours waving wands around, but not one of them made cookies. Clara's wand could not be found. The fairies were getting worried. Things weren't going well. How would they find their camping trip if they had no cookies to sell? Then Clara said, "Stop, look down," and suddenly it was clear. What the wands had been making was fairy camping gear. There were pots and pans, forks and spoons, kettles and cans, and guitars to play tunes. There were balls and bats, 3 fairy bikes, bright summer hats, and boots for long hikes. "These wands should be used, not thrown away," said Clara with a frown. "But if we put our heads together, we can turn this right around." And in a flash, it came to her, a new fairy scouting venture. They'd move to the meadow and transform the yard into a swap and recycling centre. Fairies came from far and wide with their wands unwanted or broken. To swap or make into something new, the centre was always open. And then one summer's day, Clara had a huge surprise. She waved the wand a fairy had found, and cookies fell from the skies. "This is my wand," cried Clara, "and it works just as it should. It's not a mighty mega wand, but to me it's twice as good." Clara learned to care for things and not just throw them away. To swap or recycle if you can is always the best way. And that was such a good story. I hope you all enjoyed. Now it's time for us to go on to our arts and crafts activity. Okay, so you start with your A4 piece of paper. And once you have your A4 piece of paper, you need to put your hand on the paper and then get a pencil and draw around your hand like so. Now this bit can be quite tickly. And you can also ask someone to help you draw around your hand. And once you've drawn around your hand, it will look something like this. And once you've done that, now it's time to cut around what you have done. Now when you're cutting, put that off like that. You're going to cut around, and then when you get to the middle finger, we are not going to cut that one out. We're going to cut sort of a half rounded shape like so. So it's a bit of the head. And then we're going to cut the other fingers out as normal. Now once you have cut around, you should have something that looks like that. And now it's time for us to draw with any colour you want. I'm going to colour in the ears just a shade darker pink. So these two fingers are going to be our ears. And then with my pencil, I'm going to draw some eyes. There's one there, and one there. And I'm going to make a pink nose, and I'm going to draw my nose triangly. Then with my pencil, I'm going to draw a few whiskers. And then I'm going to draw the mouth. I'm going to go down from the nose and do like a W, or it's like sort of like an anchor of a boat for the mouth. Now our next part is to fold over our bunny rabbit's little paws. So our fingers that are on the side be our bunny rabbit's little paws, and we're going to fold them over like that. And draw, if you want to, 3 little lines for the paws. I'm going to do the same on my other side. 3 little lines for the paws. And at the bottom, I'm going to draw little paw feet like that by drawing a little circle on each side and doing some little paw feet. So then you should have something that looks like this. Little bunny rabbit wants to give you a hug. And you can either then get your glue and a lolly stick, or you could use a pencil or a straw and put loads of glue on and then stick to the back of your bunny, and there you have it, your bunny puppet. I hope you've enjoyed today's workshop. Bye-bye. Bye.